Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sam and today's video is going to be my September TBR. Now, September is one of my favorite months of the year because it's my birthday. Also, it starts fall. I get to put out all my fall decorations. My house is gonna look like a freaking pumpkin patch because I love it and I can't be stopped. Also, the day that you are seeing this is my 13-year wedding anniversary. Toy and I been married 13 years. Kind of hard to believe. Where has the time gone? Honestly, where has the time gone? I have a pretty ambitious TBR though. I have some big books that I'm staring at on my cart. Also have some new releases, lots of fantasy and some kind of like shorter romances thrown in there. Well, I think shorter romances. I didn't look at the page count. So I'm feeling a little delusional, but honestly, I've had a really good reading month so far in August and it's just motivating me to read some more. So I'm like, I want to read everything. So I'm going to put everything on my TBR. So we'll just start with the new releases. So first of all, Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver comes out September 3rd. I'm so excited for this book. This is book 2 in the Rose Hill series. Yes, I did not love Wild Love, but I'm very much looking forward to this book because it is a single dad. And if anyone knows how to do a single dad right, it is Miss Elsie Silver. So this one is following Skylar and West. Now, West is a single father. We met him in book 1, and then Skylar is a celebrity. She is a country singer, and her life is kind of like turned upside down. She doesn't really know what to do, and so I think she kind of flees to Rose Hill to kind of get away from everything that is going on in her life, and then she meets West. So very much looking forward to that one. And then I feel like this book has been teased for like, I don't even know how long now. I just feel like I've been waiting for this book and I feel like it's been on my, okay, when is this coming out? When is this coming out? When is this coming out? And that is The Wraith King by Juliet Cross. So this book is coming out September 24th and it is her very first, well, I think it's her very first fantasy romance. I could be wrong. I do know that she writes a lot of paranormal. She's also written some like contemporary romances, small town kind of. But I'm just really looking forward to this. The cover of this book looks absolutely beautiful and I don't really know anything about this book. I don't know the tropes. I don't know anything. I just saw the cover and was like, yep, I need to read that. And like I said, I feel like I've been waiting for this book to come out for a really long time. Yeah, really long time. So the next few books that I'm going to talk about are continuations in series that I have already started. So the first one that I have is The Throne of Broken Gods by Amber V. Nicole. This is book 2 in the Gods and Monsters series. Book 1 I actually just vlogged, which is the Book of Azrael. And I had a really good time while reading that book. And the way things left off and the way the world is shaping and the romance was shaping up, I think this series has so much potential. So I will definitely be reading book 2 and I'm really excited to get to it. Another one that I'm excited to get to because of the cliffhanger that it left off on is The Hunted Heir by Holly Renee. This is book 2 in the Veiled Kingdom series. This one just came out and yeah, that cliffhanger in book 1, I'm like, okay, I need to see where book 2 goes. I need that. And then the next one that I have is Wayward, and this is book 2 in, I believe, the Wayward Pines series by Blake Crouch. This is a sort of sci-fi kind of thriller. So we're following a man who is actually sent to this very small town in Idaho called Wayward Pines, and he is investigating the disappearance of 2, I believe, like federal agents. I could be wrong on that, but he's investigating the disappearance of these 2 people. And when he gets to this town, it's like he has memories of like him having a wife and a son, but like they're not there. And this town is just very weird. And then he starts to learn things along the way. I just had a really, really good time with book 1. And again, the way book 1 ended, I need to go into book 2. Now we're gonna get into some of the other giant fantasy books that I want to read. Now, I had this book on my August TBR because I thought that my audiobook hold was going to come in sooner than it actually did. So I actually just got the audiobook for this. So I know that I'm not going to finish it in August, but because I have the audio, it's on my September TBR. And that is Jade City by Fonda Lee. I have heard such good things about this series. So many good things about this series. It is following, I believe, like a generational, like family feud. And what I hear from it, it just seems like you really just fall in love with the characters in this world. It is book 1 in a 3-book trilogy. So, and they're all pretty big. We're gonna see how I feel about this one. I am a little nervous, but I'm excited because this is just high fantasy, and high fantasy just makes me nervous. But again, very excited. Okay, then I have book 3 in a series, which is Heat of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I know book 4 was supposed to come out, I believe, in July, but it has since been pushed. I was gonna wait a little bit longer, but I'm like, you know what? I'm forgetting what has happened in books 1 and 2. So I need to read book 3 before it just like completely leaves my mind. This is, like I said, book 3 in the Kindred's Cursed saga. Fantasy romance. This is giant book. Yeah, and then the delusional part that's gonna come in is also, I want to read Reign of Shadows and Endings by Melissa K. Rorick. This is book 1 in the Legacy series. Another fantasy romance that I have heard nothing but good things about. I don't know anything about this other than it is a dark fantasy romance. And I feel like I don't read a lot of dark fantasy romances. I'm very excited about this one. Very, very excited about this one. But can we just look at this stack of books that I have here? Like, look at these. Who does she think she is? Let's be for real here. Am I gonna finish all of these? Yes. Yeah. I will. I'm telling myself that I will, okay? I'm manifesting that I will. This next book that I have on my TBR, I actually just heard about this today from Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl, and that is A Dance of Macabre by Naomi Loud. I read the description of this and I'm like, yeah, I need to read that. It feels like something that you just read in fall spooky season, and I've been needing some like dark kind of creepy books. Like I want those, and I want fantasy. So I added this one right away to my TBR. The blurb definitely sounded a little vague when I read it. Basically there's these gods that people are like indebted to, and so they have to like, these families have to carry out these debts for the gods. And I guess what I'm assuming our hero is going to be a god, and the heroine is like going to be like bonded to him for this debt. That's kind of what it sounded like to me, but I think it's going to be dark, kind of gothic, paranormal-ish romance. I don't know. It sounds really freaking good, and I've never read any Naomi Loud. I know she typically does dark romance, so I'm really excited to read this one. And this next one was also inspired by Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl, Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. I have not seen this book pop up anywhere on Instagram or even TikTok, BookTube. I haven't seen it anywhere, at least from the people that I watch, but she said that it's been going around. And when I looked it up on Goodreads, it has such good ratings and reviews, like from a lot of people that I follow. So again, very much looking forward to this one, very intrigued about this one. It is a small town cowboy romance, but what really set it off for me is that this is set in a small town in Kentucky. That's my home state. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna read you. Plus, I want to know what all the buzz is about now. Even though I had just heard of this book, I need to know what it's about now. And then the next book that I have is Nameless by Claire Kent. This one is a surprise pregnancy, accidental pregnancy, romance book. I just need one of those in my life, okay? I read one earlier in the month, really, really liked it. So I need another one. And this might have me spiral into reading like 2 or 3 more, because typically it does. Typically that's what happens, yeah. Okay, and then the last book that I have on my September TBR is When She Returned by Lucinda Berry. I have read a few Lucinda Berry books and they are just wild and crazy. You cannot put them down. So this one is I think sort of a thriller about a woman who disappears from the Target parking lot one day, and her family, they have, searched for her, but there's really been no sign of her. And then one day, I believe like 10 years later, she shows back up with a baby. And so you're kind of following present day when she is back with her family, but also what happened when she was abducted. And I believe it's kind of cultish. So again, something that I really want to read in kind of the fall, going into the fall spooky season. So yeah, those are all of the books that I have on my September TBR. Let me know in the comments down below some books that you plan on reading in September. And if you have made it to this point in the video and you'd like to let me know, leave me a leaf emoji, because fall. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.